Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is parent our layers appropriately and arrange them. So of course I'll put my leg about there, put this leg about there, this arm behind, just rotate it out a bit so I can see it. Put that one on the front, rotate it forward, and I'll put the hair down here, put the hair up there, and the two eyes, I'll just put down roughly there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is start parenting some stuff. I'm going to parent the eyes and the hair to the head. So grab those layers, grab my pick whip and select the head. And I'm going to make all the head layers, I don't know, that colour. So I can tell all the head layers are that green there. Now I'm going to parent my leg, arm and leg. I'm going to parent them all to the body. So if I rotate the body now, I'm rotating everything. And I'm also going to parent the head to the body. If I move the body now, I move everything. So the body's kind of like currently the master controller, but I might do another master controller as well. I'm going to do layer new null. Just going to make this null a bit bigger. I'm going to put the thing in the middle there and just put it on the body. Let's change the color of it, make it blue, and put it at the bottom or at the top, doesn't matter. Okay, so now I can also just grab my null and move, oops, got to parent. All I need to do is parent the body to the null, and I should be able to move all layers, right? If you're not moving all layers, just check all your parenting. You can always undo parenting very easily by selecting all layers and then just going into this column here and selecting none, and you will start again. So if you get something go wrong, just start again there. Okay, so first thing I want to do now is I'm going to create this first position. So front leg, or leg 1, is going to be forward. Leg 2 is back, rotated back. Arm 1 is rotated back, and arm 2 is rotated forward. When you walk, you always swing your arms and legs opposite to each other. Well, most of the time you do. It's a bit stylized it's a different style of walking, but 99% of people, 99% of the time, walk swinging their arms and legs opposite to each other. So let's do just a normal walk for this exercise. So what do I want to do? I want to grab my arms and legs. Let's make them a different color so we can see them. Arms and legs are pink there, so I'm just going to grab the arms and legs, hit R for rotate, keyframe rotation. Okay, so now I've got a keyframe on them, so let's set that rotation. That looks pretty good. That one there, that should be back, right? Because they're opposite. And that one should be forward. And this one should be back. Something like that. How about that? Let's go I'm going a bit more subtle walk. Something like about there, roughly like that. I'm going to start there. Obviously this is quite a cartoony stick figure, so we can stylize it a little bit. Alright, so I've got my arms set to rotate there. Now, where do they swap? I don't really need to put any keyframes in here because I'm going to set the rotation point. Let's go we'll set the pose 3 next on 1 second, which is just the opposite. So I'm going to go next, skip pose 2, go to pose 3, and just change things the opposite way around. And put that leg back, this arm forward, this leg forward, and this arm back. Got a bit of a weird thing going on with the leg there, so I might just move it. Okay, so I should have them rotating from there to there. Now at the end, I want to go back to the beginning, right? So if I go to the end, this is what you're going to do all through this walk cycle exercise, is grab those keyframes and copy and paste them at the end. So we always go back. Oops. Remember, you can only copy and paste one. You can't copy and paste across multiple layers, because if you do, you'll actually duplicate the layers if you're not careful. So, but once I've done that, I can marquee select these keyframes and nudge them forward a frame. If I don't do that, then it's going to arrive on this frame and then play that frame again at the beginning. So it'll play the same frame twice. I want it to just loop and play that frame once in a continuous loop, like it would. You're not going to stop and do a little double frame when you're walking. So in order to do that, I don't want the playhead to arrive exactly on that frame. I want it to arrive one frame before, and then the next frame is here. Let's just play and see what you mean. You should have something like that. Just arms and legs swinging very robotically right now, but that's okay. Just see if you can get that happening. This is stage 2 of this exercise.